During a recent Live with Kelly and Mark program, Kelly Ripa had a special moment for one of her longtime employees. The incident took place during a well-liked piece that Kelly modified to pay tribute to her employee and friend. What happened in the episode and what you need to know are listed here. Kelly Ripa pays tribute to a long-term employee live on Live with Kelly and Mark. One of Kelly Ripa's longest-serving staff members is retiring. Since 1983, Art Moore has contributed to all iterations of Live With. Accordingly, he has been a part of the program since its inception as the morning show, with Regis Philbin and Cindy Garvey. Art Moore has been with ABC for 53 years and is currently the Vice President of Programming at WABC-TV. He has won multiple Emmys. Throughout the 36 seasons of the show's many iterations, he has served as Live with Kelly and Mark's production manager. From 1988 to 2000, the show was renamed Live with Regis and Kathy Lee after the morning show. Kelly Ripa joined the show in 2001 after Regis did so from 2000 to 2001, and it was Live with Regis and Kelly until 2011. After Michael Strahan joined, it changed its name to Live with Kelly and Michael, which ran from 2012 until 2016. It was Live with Kelly and Ryan with Ryan Seacrest from 2017 to 2023. Since 2023, she has been employed alongside her spouse, Mark Consuelos. The whole time, Art Moore has been there. When Moore said he was going to retire, Kelly stated, "Art is the reason. I say it all the time, and I mean it. He is the reason I am here and have stayed here for all these years." How was Art Moore honored by Kelly Ripa? Stump Mark is an entertaining section on Live with Kelly and Mark. The program was renamed Stump Mark Art Moore Edition last week. This was done in remembrance of Moore and his time on the program. The purpose of David Boreanaz's appearance on the broadcast was not to discuss his forthcoming season on SEAL Team. Rather, because David is Art's godson and nephew, this was a unique occasion. For Uncle Art, he was present. David and Mark played Stump Mark Art Moore Edition. According to the guidelines, Mark must determine which of two claims is accurate. Uncle Art would drive him to the Five and Dine establishment in his Lincoln Continental, according to the initial remark. The second was Uncle Art's habit of staying late to chat and gossip after parties. Mark was wrong when he guessed the Five and Dime store. A live mug and a t-shirt featuring Mark on the front and Kelly on the reverse were awarded to David. How do you feel about Kelly Ripa's homage to Art Moore on her show? The atmosphere inside the Live with Kelly and Mark studio was noticeably different this morning, softer, quieter, and tinged with emotion. Viewers tuning in expecting the usual laughter, inside jokes, and husband and wife banter were met instead with a heartfelt and tearful moment. Kelly Ripa, always the buoyant and witty heart of the show, took a deep breath before addressing the audience. Her tone was gentler than usual, the glimmer in her eye a mix of pride, nostalgia, and genuine sadness. "Before we get started today," Kelly began, her voice wavering ever so slightly, "we have something important to share with all of you. It's not easy, but sometimes the hardest goodbyes come from the most wonderful journeys." Mark Consuelos, her co-host and husband, reached over and squeezed her hand, a quiet sign of support. The camera zoomed in, capturing the raw emotion on Kelly's face. "Today," she continued, "we're saying goodbye to someone who has been part of the Live family for a very long time. Someone who's seen it all, from wardrobe malfunctions to snowstorms, from confetti explosions to coffee spills, from our very first show together to the chaos of live TV every single morning." The audience grew still. Kelly took a breath, smiling through her tears. "I'm talking about our stage manager, Tommy Burke." At that, the studio erupted in applause. Tommy, a familiar face to the studio crew but rarely seen on camera, has been part of the Live family for over 2 decades. His steady voice in Kelly's earpiece, his signature hand signals during commercial breaks, and his uncanny ability to stay calm during the wildest on-air moments had made him a quiet legend behind the scenes. As the applause continued, the cameras panned to Tommy, who was standing just off stage, visibly touched, eyes glistening. Kelly laughed through her tears. "He hates this," she said, gesturing toward him. "He told me this morning, 'Don't make a big deal, Kel,' but of course I can't help myself." The audience chuckled, and even Mark added, "You should have known better, Tommy. There's no such thing as low-key with Kelly Ripa." Kelly smiled. "Exactly. You've kept us running on time. You've caught me when I've tripped on heels. You've whispered, 'We're live,' more times than I can count. You've been the heartbeat of this place." The montage that followed was pure nostalgia. Clips rolled on the screen. A young Kelly joking with Tommy during her early years with Regis Philbin. Tommy dodging confetti cannons. Mark playfully pretending to follow Tommy's stage cues. The laughter from years past filled the studio, blending with the bittersweet energy of the moment. When the montage ended, Kelly dabbed at her eyes. "You know," she said softly, "people see us out here, smiling, talking, hosting. But what they don't see are the people who make the magic happen. Tommy is one of those people. He's not just a stage manager, he's family." Mark nodded. "I've only been here a short time compared to Kelly," he said. "But even I could tell right away how much Tommy means to everyone. He's the calm in the chaos. And let's be honest, he saved me more than once from walking into the wrong camera." The crowd laughed, the tension easing slightly. Kelly turned toward Tommy again. "Do you remember," she asked, "the time I completely lost my voice right before we went on air?" Tommy grinned. "Which time?" He quipped from off stage, drawing more laughter. "Exactly," Kelly said, throwing up her hands. "He knows me too well. But that morning, I couldn't speak, and Tommy said, 'You just do what you can. We'll carry you.' And he meant it. That's who he is. He carries everyone, quietly, without ever asking for credit." The camera zoomed in on Tommy as he walked onto the stage, greeted by another wave of applause. He looked slightly embarrassed but happy, hugging Kelly and then Mark. Kelly beamed up at him. "Tommy, I want to say, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for keeping us grounded, for keeping me sane. Well, relatively sane," she joked, earning another laugh. "And for being such a kind, loyal, and steady force all these years." Tommy, usually behind the camera, now found himself center stage. He took the microphone reluctantly. "I don't usually do this," he said, his voice steady but emotional. "But I just want to say, this show has been my second home. I've worked with amazing people, but Kelly, you've been the heart of it. You've treated everyone here like family. That's rare in this business." Kelly wiped her eyes again, shaking her head. "Now you're going to make me cry on live TV. Again." Mark smiled. "That's what Live EE is all about. Real moments. And this one's as real as it gets." Tommy continued, "You know, people always ask what it's like working behind the scenes of a live show. And I tell them, it's like being on a roller coaster. You never know what's going to happen. But you hold on, trust your crew, and enjoy the ride." And with Kelly at the wheel, it's always been a wild ride. Laughter filled the studio once more, but there wasn't a dry eye in sight. As the segment came to a close, Kelly turned to the camera. "We're going to miss you, Tommy. The studio won't be the same without your voice," saying, 30 seconds to air, "but we're so proud of you. Wherever you're headed next, just know you've left your mark on all of us." The camera lingered as the audience rose to their feet, giving Tommy a standing ovation. Crew members stepped out from behind the cameras to join the applause. Lighting techs, producers, even makeup artists, all clapping for the man who'd helped keep the show running for so many years. Kelly leaned into Mark, whispering something that the microphone barely caught. "It's like saying goodbye to a piece of history." The moment was poignant. A rare glimpse behind the glitter and jokes, a reminder that Live EE wasn't just a talk show, but a family that had grown, laughed, and weathered the years together. As the final minutes of the segment ticked down, Kelly took one more look at Tommy and smiled. You've taught me that the show must go on, but it only goes on because of people like you. Thank you, Tommy Burke, for everything." The audience cheered once again, and Kelly and Mark led the applause. A final shot showed the three of them hugging as the credits rolled over the scene, the familiar theme music playing softly in the background. Backstage, as the cameras faded to black, Kelly was overheard telling Tommy, "You better come back and visit, or I'll come find you." He laughed. "You know you will." And with that, one chapter of Live You quietly closed. Not with drama or spectacle, but with love, laughter, and gratitude.